I've already told you that whenever you have a lot of time, my dear children, read, read, and read. Good literature, good books. Okay, I know you have a lot of subjects, the burden of maths and science. I agree, but still, I would like to suggest you that whenever you are getting an opportunity, try to take out books which you have kept somewhere, please. And you can also buy online books. You can e-books, and please mute yourself. Otherwise, what I will do, I don't want to mute you because I want you to have a active participation in the classroom. But it doesn't mean that you will create, sounds and you will just please mute yourself. If you want to speak at that time, you can unmute your mic and speak up. Okay, yes, Hare Ram, stay home, stay safe. Very good. I know. No need to write all these things, we all know. But this is my suggestion to you that please be careful, okay, and take proper care of yourself. Okay, Arsalan, you want to say something? Unmute yourself and speak. I'm listening, Arsalan. Or you want to write it down? Hmm. Doing mistake is nature. Natural. It's not so natural because the time is crucial. You all know it's actually crucial time. Okay, these are the lines which you have read. Fine. I know that mistake. We all have committed some mistake somewhere, somehow in our lives. Doesn't matter. Rectifying your mistakes, realizing your mistake, that is more important. That is necessary. Okay. But still, I would like to say during this COVID time, please don't do anything which will actually hurt you and your family. Okay, I just now I have muted you all because there was a lot of unnecessary noise. Okay, learning from the mistake is progress. Very good. Nice thought. You can share it in WhatsApp group also, but not now with the permission of your teacher. Fine. So let's get back to work. As I told you, please do take proper care of yourself because time is going to be very serious, crucial for next 10 days, and there will be an explosion of corona. So stay safe, stay indoors. That is the only thing I would like to tell you now and again and again and again. Okay. So yesterday we were discussing that what freedom meant for Nelson Mandela and how he changed his mindset. You know, what provoked him, instigated him, okay? You can say motivated him to be to fight for this cause. What that was the reason. Okay, I'm not going to give you the detail or maybe the historical evidences. We will simply talk whatever he's written in his autobiography. So let's come to these lines once again. It was only when I began to learn that my boyhood freedom was an illusion. Now, what he was saying that when he was a boy, he felt that he's born free. How? Because he was free to run in the fields. He was free to swim in the clear stream. He was free to go into the fair. He was free to, that was the simple freedom which he actually got. But yeah, why he was feeling free at that time? Because he and his parents was obeying all the rules and customs of the tribal community they belong. They are abiding by the rules. And obviously they was not troubled by the laws of man because white people, they have some different laws for them. But since they all were abiding, rules follow kar rahe the, freedom mil raha tha. What kind of freedom he was getting? These simple freedom. But it was only when I began to learn that my boyhood freedom was an illusion. Illusion, something which is not real. And then he started realizing, when I discovered as a young man that my freedom had already been taken from me, that I began to hunger for it. Yes, when he was a small boy, innocent, he did not decide at that time. He was not born with a fire. Okay, he was a normal boy, you can say, who was actually following all the rules, whatever his parents was telling him, as we all do. But as he started getting older, then he found that his boyhood or his early childhood, those freedom was actually illusion, which was not real. And then he started realizing, because so many obstructions he started getting in his life, and then he found that this freedom is actually not real. And if he really want to become free, he has to fight for his right, because whatever you did not get, then you started aspiring for that thing. That's the simple phenomenon, the rule of life. So I began to hunger for it. At first, as a student, I wanted freedom only for myself, the transitory freedoms of being able to stay out night, read what I pleased, and go where I chose. So now, when he was in senior classes, that there also he did not know that his entire community, all the black people, they are suffering. He had only one thought for himself, that, and transitory, not permanent, temporary freedom he was, that yeah, he want to stay out for a little late at night. Because when you grow up, you only want these freedoms, because when you are a kid, your parents are actually taking proper care of you. Your society is also looking at you. If they will see you wandering lonely on the roads, definitely they will take proper care of you if you are a kid. But as you started growing up, these are the smaller things which you get, which you can call freedom, that I can stay out at night, I can read whatever I want to please, I can go and talk to whomever I want. So you started. But this is again not the real freedom. Freedom meant something great for him. He was not knowing the pathetic and miserable condition of all the black people. They were suffering. From whom? From obviously the white people. He was not knowing about this racism. So later, as a young man in Johannesburg, I yearned for the basic and honorable freedoms of achieving my potential, of earning my keep, of marrying and having a family, the freedom not to be obstructed in a lawful life. And then the another phase came to his life. And what was that? So, as soon as he was growing up, he began to learn the facts as to how people of color are treated, and he decided to stand against it. He had his urge for freedom from inside. Earlier, that was the simple freedom, staying out at night, maybe reading this, whatever. But later, for having a basic life, not just for himself, but for everyone, that he realized. And that's why he's saying that when he was in Johannesburg, they had to struggle for having a peaceful marriage, family, basic necessities, amenities, which everyone has access to where law and order exist. So there he actually realized that if he wants to have a normal life, like getting marrying or having a family, the freedom not to be obstructed in a lawful life. Because there he felt the obstruction, that if you are a law abiding person, see, in a country like India, what happened? We are in a democratic country, है ना? Freedom है सबके लिए. The rule is same and for all. We all know the constitutional right. Okay, you everyone, doesn't matter from which religion you belong, which caste and creed you belong. You can marry. You can go to any college. You can, if you have if you have achieved that marks, if you have scored that marks, you can go to any college, किसी भी college में पढ़ाई कर सकते हो. You can marry to any person if the person is ready. So in this manner, but there he started feeling that no, that these basic freedom, these basic things are also being obstructed to whom? To black people. For the very first time, he understood it, because till now, the definition of freedom was totally different for him. When he was a child, freedom was running in fields and swimming in clear stream. But when he was a boy, then also simple freedom he actually had in his life, and that he got. They may be meeting his friends, reading whatever he wished. But when the third phase of his life came, when he wanted to get married, when he wanted to have a freedom, when he wanted to work, okay, there he started feeling the discrepancy. the differences between a black people and white people. वहां उसे first time समझ आया that how these black people are being obstructed, although they all are abiding all the rules of this. At that time he started realizing, recognizing that why this struggle was happening, because till now the definition of freedom was totally different for him, है ना, बिल्कुल different था. And then he also opened his eyes and he saw that his predecessors, that how, why they are fighting, what was the reason why black, there is a struggle between black people and white people. For the very first time he started realizing the situation of this gender discrimination, sorry, color discrimination in his country. But then I slowly saw that not only was I not free, but my brothers and sisters were not free. Brothers and sisters means black people. I saw that it was not just my freedom that was curtailed, reduced, but the freedom of everyone who looked like I did. And for the very first time, he started realizing that not only he, but people like him means black people, they all are actually suffering. They cannot enjoy the basic right, the basic law of this country. Although they used to say that the everything is same for everyone, but then he found the difference in society. बहुत बड़ा gap था, बहुत बड़ा chasm there was. White people, they have some different rules. Black people, they have some different rules. And that is when I joined the African National Congress. And that is when the hunger for my own freedom became the greater hunger for the freedom of my people. And then he realized, then he started opening his eyes. He has become quite mature. So Nelson Mandela joined the African National Congress, ANC, when he realized that it is not only him whose basic rights were snatched away, taken away, but of all those who looked like him, for all those who are black like him. He had this fire inside him to free his people from the injustice. And it was this fire that changed Nelson Mandela completely. Okay? So that's why he's saying that for the very first time, I actually realized that my people, my brothers, my sisters, okay, what kind of problems they all are facing. It is not only me, but their freedom is also curtailed. And so he decided to form this party. Already this party has been formed, but so he decided to join it. And then it was this desire for the freedom of my people to lead their lives with dignity and self-respect that animated my life. Okay, so we all know that when you are born to in a country, and if you are following all the rules, regulation, then it's definitely you will also want them to fulfill your basic necessities and rights. So it was this desire for the freedom of my people. My people, here he refers to the black people, to live their lives with dignity and self-respect that animated my life. So he's simply saying, yes, why it happened? Because he simply, what was his desire? Not a bigger one, simply one, simply thing he thought, that what was his desire? That he simply wanted to have a peaceful life where each and every black people will have the dignity, self-respect, and that transformed a frightened young man into a bold one. And I told you, when you conquer the fear, what happens? You actually you have the courage to take the challenges of life. So now for the very first time he became free from fear. डर के आगे जीत है। कल इसने ये भी बताया ना, इन द प्रीवियस क्लास वी ऑल saw that what did he write in his book, that getting if you are scared of something, that is natural, but darna is natural, but overcoming that, facing that challenge in your life, that is great. So for the very first time, a frightened young man, a normal young man, a law abiding young man became a bold one that drove a law abiding attorney to become a criminal. Actually, criminal is not the right word for him. Criminal वो किसके लिए था? For the army, for the white people. Okay, he was not so from a law abiding law attorney, a person to become a criminal, that turned a family loving husband into a man without a home, that forced a life loving man to live like a monk. Okay, I am no more virtuous or self sacrificing than the next man, but I found that I could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedom I was allowed when I knew my people were not free. Okay, freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. Now listen carefully. Such a beautiful line he has written, that he was leading a very peaceful life, a law abiding person, फॉलो करता था रूल्स अपने कंट्री का, सब चीजों का. बट ऑल ऑफ सडन व्हेन यू सॉ, क्यों आप रिवॉल्यूशन कब करते हो? Why you show your rebellion behavior when you see that there is a difference, no discrepancy? There he started, and then what happened? From a law abiding attorney he became a criminal according to white people. Actually he was not criminal, he was fighting for the a freedom fighter को भी तो criminal कहते थे britishers. No, when our people were fighting, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Lala Lajpat Rai, they all were considered criminal. By whom? Obviously, Britishers used to tell them. But actually, they were fighting for the sake of their country. So similarly, he too was known to criminal to them. That's why he was kept in a prison for 27 years. But no, he was not criminal for his black men. He was hero rather. So, and you know, and for that one cause, a family loving husband became homeless. Okay, a life loving person became a monk, sadhu, sannyasi, matlab far away from all the love and care which you actually face in the we get in a family. So he became a monk. I am no more virtuous or self-sacrificing than the next one. He is simply saying, no, I'm not a great person. I'm not a great soul. ऐसा नहीं है. But I found that I could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedom. But then he realized, no, if I really want to have something, I cannot. There should be no obstruction and limitation. So that's why he's saying that all of a sudden he became a changed person. Okay, and then his people, because when he found that his people are restricted from freedom, from basic rights, then he became that kind of person. According to him, freedom cannot be divided. And so he says that I found that I could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedom I was allowed when I knew my people were not free. So he was knowing that the people, black people, are not free. They have restrictions. They have certain rules which they have to follow. They cannot enjoy these things. And so he is saying this line. Look at this line. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. According to Nelson Mandela, freedom cannot be divided. Snatching it away from some was equivalent to snatching it away from everyone. And that meant taking it from him as well. मतलब उसके एक कोई, he was simply saying कि if you are actually doing this injustice with me, that means my entire community is also facing this injustice. Or if my entire community is facing injustice, this is actually an injustice that is with me, chains on me. Why will I tolerate all these things when we are born with the same human body, same brain, same soul, same heart? Why? But the only one reason is the color of skin. Skin color. क्या ये justified है कि आप किसी को black होने के कारण punish करो? Although he is a wise man, he is a strong man, physically, mentally, spiritually, ethically. He is a strong man, but you are still not giving him privilege because his color is black. What is happening? So he decided that this is such a rubbish thing. He should, and he saw that other people are actually the great leaders whom he paid the tribute in the previous class. You would have seen previous pages. And then he decided, no, the time has come when we need to raise our voice against this, jo bhi hai, these people. Okay, because this is actually injustice. I knew, now he says, I knew the oppression. Now, this is the beautiful line. I always love this line. I always genuinely love this line, and question will come from this also. I knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudices. Prejudices समझते हो? Preconception and narrow-mindedness. I'm not truly free if I'm taking away someone else's freedom, just as surely as I'm not free when my freedom is taken from me. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. Okay, now difficult one. Ab suno ise. I will explain you. Now he is mentioning that the need to free, oppressor कौन है, is as high. देखो, जो oppress करता है, जो oppressed होता है. Why? See, he's simply trying to say the need to free the oppressor is as high as that of oppressed, because the oppressor is bounded by the shackles, by the chains of hatred. मान लो मैंने तुम्हें कहा कि किसी को go and hit him. Okay, now you hit him because of what? Hatred. तो तुम किस चेन में बने हुए हो? हेट्रेड की चेन में. एंड यू हिट दैट पर्सन, तो उसे भी चोट लगी बिकॉज यू हिट हिम, बट यू आर ऑल्सो इन पेन. तुमको किस तरह का पेन हुआ? दैट इज द इमोशनल पेन यू फेल्ट, because when you are having that hatred for someone, and because of that hatred you are actually oppressing him, that means you are also not free from hatred or any negative emotion. Got it? बात समझ रहे हो ना? अगर आप किसी को कि हेट्रेड कर रहे हैं, नफरत कर रहे हैं, और उस कारण आप उसे हिट कर रहे हैं, फिजिकली, ब्रूटली, मेंटली टॉर्चर कर रहे हैं, तो वो बंदा तो टॉर्चर हो ही रहा है, लेकिन आप भी टॉर्चर हो रहे हो. व्हाई? बिकॉज यू योरसेल्फ इज actually you are trapped in the emotion, negative emotion, that is basically hatred or any jealousy or any kind of negative emotion has also trapped you. So you are also not free. You emotionally you are not free, physically he is not free. Got it? समझ रहे हो ना बातों? So he is saying, I knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed, because a man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. Means if I have captured you, if I am actually ruling on you, if I am troubling you, that means you are troubled. That is known to everyone. Everyone is knowing कि oh इसको तो बंदे को ने तंग करना है तो ये तंग हो रहा है. But the person who is troubling other fellow, he is also prisoner of hatred, because he is also captured by the negative emotions which have surrounded him. So he is locked behind the bars of prejudices and narrow-mindedness. So he is also having that prejudices, the strong dislike, hatred for that man, and narrow-mindedness. So he says, I'm not truly free if I'm taking away someone else's freedom, just as surely I'm not free when my freedom is taken from me. So obviously, if I'm taking your freedom, I'm torturing you. So never ever feel that you are not tortured, because you are tortured. That's why you are torturing me. क्योंकि एक हैप्पी पर्सन दूसरे को हैप्पी बनाता है कि नहीं? आप खुश हो तो आप दूसरे में भी खुशियां बांटोगे. लेकिन अगर आप किसी को टॉर्चर कर रहे हो, दैट मीन्स आप भी टॉर्चर्ड हो. किस चीज से टॉर्चर्ड हो? नेगेटिविटी से, नैरो माइंडेडनेस से, है ना? सो यू आर ऑल्सो टॉर्चर्ड. दैट ही वांटेड टू कन्वे टू द पीपल ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, स्पेसिफिकली हिज ओन कंट्रीमेन, that white people, if you are thinking that you are troubling us, I'm sorry to say, first of all, you are troubled by your own emotion, because these negative emotions are troubling you. So My dear people, you are actually troubled by yourself. First of all, you get rid of that negative emotion. आप जैसे उस negative emotion से ना बाहर निकलोगे, तो आप देखोगे कि you are doing a wrong thing, and then you will start loving people. है ना? Just you take this example. खुद आप घर में देखो. मान लो if you have hit your younger sibling, तो बेचारा छोटे भाई को तो आपने एक थप्पड़ लगाया, उसे तो चोट लगी ही, लेकिन उससे ज्यादा चोट आपने खुद को दिया, बिकॉज यू एक्चुअली हैड दैट नेगेटिविटी, दैट नेगेटिव इमोशन इन योरसेल्फ, एंड दैट कंपेल्ड यू टू हिट हिम or to do something. So that he wanted to convey. This was the message he wanted to give it to the world. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. And that's why this story, this entire extract ended with this line: the oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. That means the one who is troubling someone and the one who is being troubled, they both are robbed of their humanity. They both are far away from humanity. So simply he is saying that if you are taking away someone else's freedom and making them a prisoner, you are actually a prisoner of hatred. So you are also robbed of humanity and you need to be free. This was the basic message he wanted to give it to the white people. Okay. So he simply says that as soon as the according to him, basically, the oppressor is as much a prisoner as oppressed. As soon as the former robs the oppressed of their freedom, he or she himself gets robbed of the humanity. So you can say the oppressor too is not free. The oppressed है वो तो hatred से free नहीं है, because he is facing the hate of that person. But the oppressor who is actually troubling him, he is also not free, because he is surrounded by the hatred, the prejudices, basically you can say the narrow-mindedness, and that is why he is compelled to trouble someone else. So he wanted to convey this message to all the white people, that you were not free. That's why you started troubling us. And that's why thereafter he joined the freedom struggle. And we all know history mein dekhoge ki how he actually was imprisoned for many years. And after that, the struggle continued. Actually, he has started this struggle, and many other leaders also. So it never stopped and it continued for many years. And finally, the day has come, because other country people also, they started telling white people that this is wrong. Britishers, they left them, that country, they freed South Africa. And then finally, देखो भाई मुझे बहुत history नहीं पता है. Whatever I know, that I'm sharing it with you. I don't know how far it is correct, but I have read some, collected some information which I'm sharing with you. So even if he was in prison, but the people were still struggling, and this struggle continued for many years. And finally, after a long struggle, the movement, it came to its end. And as you all have seen, that finally he was freely, fairly elected as the first Black president of South Africa. And that is why he simply wanted to convey a message of peace, love, harmony, brotherhood, unity, no discrimination, no racism, equality to all his countrymen, and obviously not countrymen, to the entire world. And that is why he received the Nobel Peace Prize. Okay? The story is clear to you? Nelson Mandela was also, I think, awarded Bharat Ratna. So please go and collect some information, read about this great man. And if you ever get an opportunity, if you love biographies, autobiographies, then if ever you get, please read his autobiography also. Okay?